zoology. And this is my second appearance in this zoology conference. Last year also I had joined, and thank you very much, Dr. Maheshwari. Thank you very much, Dr. Ishai, for actually bringing me on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be speaking on the eye tracking development that has taken place recently, about 10 to 15 years ago. In zoological terms, in zoological parlance, whether it is a protozoa, porifera, coelenterata, nematodes, any form of any species, any genre of zoology, you know, almost all of us take decisions based on our eyes. Well, we hear, we taste, we think, that's all okay. But our eyes are the biggest windows to the world. And it is only through the eyes that we gather information, we perceive information, we calculate information, we store information, and we, based on all this, take a decision. You might be wondering, the largest animal has the largest eyes in the world, and the smallest one in the animal kingdom, say a microbe, also has a pair of eyes. How do they take a decision which is exactly the same? How is it that latest research is being carried out on nematodes, on the C. elegans, which Dr. Isha and I, we have, on a humble note, published about 6 papers. How is it that the C. elegans are actually taking a decision? And the beauty is that we have got around 1 trillion neurons in our brain, but the C. elegans has got hardly 480 neurons. But the decision taken by human beings and this C. elegans is exactly the same. So these are some of the cutting edge areas which you all as budding zoologists and scientists of tomorrow should undertake, should at least get yourself oriented. And animal kingdom, the zoology world is such a vast world, you can really work out wonders. You see, when we see something, stationary object or moving object or anything, our eyes work in tandem. The iris, retina, and pupil, they all take their individual actions. They all are dynamic in their own sphere of theater of activities, and they all perceive, they all receive, and they all deceive also information. Sometimes knowingly we don't want to look at something. That is deceiving information. And when this information passes through our eyes, it straight away channelizes itself through the duct and it reaches the brain. The brain, like an elder brother, like a generator, it generates information through its own cranial calculations, and they again pass on the output to the eyes. Once the brain gives an output, it is an input for the eyes. And when the eyes and the brain in tandem, they compel us, they advise us, they instigate us, they encourage us, they inspire us to take an action based on a decision, we say that we have taken a decision. Like, for example, when I look at a rose flower, I like it because the color is good, the pattern of the petals is good, etc., etc. But when a goldsmith in the village looks at coal, black coal, he has a natural affinity for coal because he needs it for his blacksmith work. But I don't need coal because I have got electric stove, I have got gas stove, I have got everything. So when I look at a coal, I just say, oh, it's a piece of coal. Who is bothered? You know. So to each according to his needs and from each according to his own should be the hallmark of decision making. Now, what happens that we have eye tracking experiments, eye trackers, especially the Tobii eye trackers. There are glasses, there are computers, there are a whole sort of Tobii equipments for eye tracking. Now, some of you might stand up and question, how does these equipments help the animals or the faunal kingdom? No, it is not that. Because we human beings are rational, even animals are rational, some of them are rational, domesticated rational, like rabbits. See, we human beings enjoy the difference between a human being and the difference between any animal in the animal kingdom is that we have an air of intellect and intelligence. Even elephants are also intellect and intelligence. What to do? Now the question is, we human beings have the knack of calculations, quantitative calculations, based on scientific algorithms, based on scientific software, etc., etc. Now, when we receive information through the eye tracker does its own calculations because of its high advanced and technological status, and then it helps us in 3 things. Number 1, either to take a decision. not to take a decision or refer a decision. For example, if there is a lion or a tiger, the only decision they take is that kill us, bite us. We become its prey. And they don't eat the whole body of its prey. They eat a portion, they leave the carcass, and they go. That's animal instinct. Now, human beings, when we are confronted with any issue or event, we are always confronted how to negotiate a decision. Whether you take it or you defer it or you don't take it, that's a different issue. How to negotiate a decision. This is one. So when this scientific instrument captures the data, it automatically reflects it into heat maps. Heat maps are just the data converted into shade maps. And these shade maps are colorful. They have either red in color, green in color, or yellow in color. Now, scientifically, even at a glance also, but scientifically, when you calculate the image recognition and the image pattern recognition, you see that areas which are more in yellow, it depicts that we are scared to take a decision. We are actually contemplating whether to take a decision or not. We are scared. Suppose you tell me to go into the jungle at 1 o'clock in the night with no weapon or no arms and ammunition in my hand. All my data will be yellow because I'm scared. I'm frightened. Okay. And number two, if the entire heat map depicts majority of them as green, that means I'm very comfortable in taking a decision. And if it shows red, it is straight away a strict no. So red is no, green is go, and yellow is caution, just like the traffic lights. But what zoologists have now found out with C. elegans is that the C. elegans under controlled lab conditions, they exhibit the same decision that we take. I mean, the decision mechanism that we take. How? C. elegans are hardly 1 millimeter, less than 1 millimeter in length. How is it that they take the same decisions? Now, another question that is popping up is, we have 1 trillion neurons and the C. elegans has got 480, say maximum 500 neurons. Now, 1 trillion minus 500, suppose value is X. So is this quantity of X neurons in our brain a waste? Or, on the other side, if the C. elegans is taking a decision based on 500, say, neurons, does it require more neurons to have a better decision making? Studies are going on, especially Dr. Isai and I, we are now connected with the Israeli Institute of Neuroscience in Israel. And we are just trying to find out as to what can be the cause and effect relationship, what are the underlying causes, what is the bedrock of this. So we have developed a taste for eye tracking, starting with human beings. We have authored a few papers. And well, we come under the umbrella of entrepreneur biology, which is one of the major subthemes today. And we are very happy that we have started collaborating on a very strong note, and our pair will definitely bring up the name of our college, and God willing, we will work out on future joint projects, and we wish to come out, we desire to come out, we intend to come out with good scientific results for you all young zoologists of today and scientists of tomorrow, if at all you can carry our work forward. And right now, me and Dr. Sandhya are in Nepal, and Nepal, there's a time zone difference, and we are just helter-skelter running from one room to another room, traveling from one building to another building. And once I come back from Nepal, I have promised Dr. Isha and Dr. Maheshwari that I'll be personally coming down to the college and I'll be speaking to the brilliant minds on this part of the world. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Namaskaram, because I have to rush to another room. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you very much. Namaskar.